Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and my guest is Elle Mercurio-Cherrier, writer-director of the short film Claimed, and we're now joined by actress April Floyd. It's great to have you back at the station and back in studio. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Before we kind of get back into just with the film, I do want to say one of the bits of information in the publicity for the film is that you have dedicated it to those who have lost their lives to heroin and opioid, the epidemic and addiction, and I want to talk about that and how that is a part of this film and why that is included in the materials.
Well, real quick, it's included because I myself will soon have 9 years clean and sober from heroin, and I wanted to use my creativity and my ability to be able to get the awareness out by doing something that gets everybody's attention, which is a great horror movie. Mm-hmm. And then they can do the backstory of knowing that this was from somebody who was in a recovery. Mm-hmm. But I donate all the money that we're going to come up with, and all the proceeds are going to go to a wonderful organization called To Write Love on Our Arms. Mm-hmm. That sponsors and promotes recovery and any kind of mental illness, any kind of thing like that, but they handle so many different subjects. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a really good point too, in sort of showing that there is hope through recovery and that you can go on, and obviously here you are writing, producing, directing.
Life after recovery, yeah.
Yeah, your own film. Did you have an idea for a long time to do a horror film? I mean, was this something that was like years in the making for you, just a kernel in your mind that then just kept developing and growing?
No, just a really cool horror story that I made, and then it got pushed in a desk, and somebody said, you should make your own. And I didn't realize how intense it was to make your own movie until I just recently found out. So,
right.
But it's a very involved ordeal. So
yes, and a lot of people in a collaborative project that obviously involves actors, and so that leads us to April. How did you and Elle sort of connect, and was it through casting, or did you know each other prior to this?
Actually, I met Elle through a business partner of mine that knew the project that I was working on, which is a project that helps children and people with disabilities, mental, physical disabilities, and it's called the I Am Unique project. And she was like, she met Ellie, and she was like, you've got to meet your co-partner in making change in the world. And so once I met her, we clicked, and I just went all in on her film Claimed. And it was one in relations to the real world with the opiate problem, is because just like those colonists, they didn't know what happened to them, and they didn't, and they did everything to find out what happened to them. Well, today, a lot of people don't know what's going on with the addiction and the opiate crisis that's happening. Mm-hmm. So those two things relate, and that's how the film kind of connected with me in my heart.
Oh, I appreciate you sort of bringing that in.
I really like it, and I appreciate April with the fact that me and her, she has really led me to be aspired to be able to bring other production companies in on this, like Feg Floyd Entertainment, Bug Juice Productions, Four Year Productions. We have like 8 or 9 different production companies that are backing us, not financially or in part of the project, but just going forward, and that's what I really enjoy. It's bringing unity in St. Louis, which is something we haven't seen in a long time.
Sure, and bringing it through a variety of different mediums, and it's interesting that film can be that case. And even in this one, where it's a historical, it's a historical piece. Tell me about your character. Are you you're in full-on costume at Colonization,
exactly.
Colonial time costume?
She put me in a costume, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm acting. But the character name is Rose Payne, and I'm just one of the ones that discovers that something's wrong, and I get bitten. I die.
We can't tell too many details, but she's one of the people that have found out the rest of the colonists. There's something wrong with the other colonists that she came over with. So.
All right. No, well, I appreciate you coming in to share this, and I think there's
thank you.
No, to share about your personal story, but also how storytelling and film really can connect us, regardless of our backgrounds and our paths and our trajectories, how it really can bring us together, and I appreciate you coming on to talk about your project.
Oh, I appreciate you for having us on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We've got the information there for you on the screen to check it out. It's Claimed. It is coming up December 4th. You can check out the premiere at the St. Louis County Library at the Prairie Commons branch. That's in Hazelwood, Missouri. The address is there for you on the screen. For more information about the film itself, as well as the premiere, go to the Facebook page for the film. It's facebook.com, and you see the URL there, Are You Claimed? And don't forget the PG there, but you can search it on Facebook, of course. There's also a GoFundMe, and the URL is right there as well. But for more information, you can go ahead and email Elle at claimed.1 STL116@gmail.com if you have any questions about our film and upcoming projects. All right, well, there's more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.